What's up? What's going down? Straight to the point. Sports and entertainment. Let's get right to it. Shout out to the whole entire Lions Den. Uh, it's a couple of things that I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna talk about, and we got to get really like serious when we address these. Man, like these statues that have been made, the the last couple of statues, I have been very disappointed with. Um, I think the biggest disappointment to me, it wasn't even the D Wade statue. Okay, um, it was actually the AI statue, the Bubba Chuck statue. Um, for how small it was, um, he deserved a bigger statue than that. Like whoever is making these statues and they're unveiling them, you got to think to yourself, do I want the player that I'm making the statue or designing the statue for? Do I want the player to be like, who the hell is this? Because that's what's been happening these last uh, few statues that have been made. The first one that everybody was really up in arms about was the Kobe statue, and we all know how the Kobe statue had looked. Not the one so much with him and his daughter, but just the one on his own. Uh, I thought it was a horrible statue. Now a lot of people got mad when I said that, but I wasn't the only one that felt that way. The Kobe and Gigi statue, not so much. But the one where Kobe was, holding his hand up. I mean, come on, man, you could have did way better than that. Um, the D Wade statue, man, and look, man, I don't agree with D Wade's lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Him, whatever he does, that's his life. Whatever he supports, that's his life. Because Magic Johnson supports EJ. That's on him. But they could have did a better job with this statue because it doesn't even look like D Wade. I mean, that was a horrible statue, and they could have did D Wade a lot better than that. And now, hey, check this out. I'm hearing that Pat Riley is considering. Now they're going crazy with the statues. They feel like everybody deserves a statue. They're saying that Udonis Haslem. Please hit the light when you come in here, y'all. They're saying that Udonis Haslem deserves a statue. You understand what I mean? What's up, beautiful Ashley? I see you in here. Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, they think everybody deserves a statue. They know damn well that that does not look like D Wade at all. I don't know who that was. Like this is what I think they did. What they did is they got somebody to stand there and try to imitate. And I'm disgusted that they even unveiled it. I'm disgusted that they unveiled that statue. I'm in disgust that they unveiled the Kobe statue. Okay, and I'm also in disgust, of course, with the Iverson statue. All of them were just horrible. And people get mad when you say that. Oh, how can you disrespect? No, I'm not disrespecting the players. I'm not disrespecting AI. I'm not. Of course, I ain't disrespecting D Wade, nor am I disrespecting the late great Kobe Bean Bryant, but their statues are horrible. Like I was one of the first ones to say it. I was like, man, what the hell is this, man? You said Wemby is aggressive. What more do you want from him, Giannis? Need to move on. Okay, well, first off, I wasn't talking about that yet, but I'll get to that in just a minute. But salute to you, okay? When we let's start off with saying salute first. You know what I'm saying? At least salute your boy before you start automatically going in. You don't even know. You just automatically just firing out. No, we're talking about statues right now, okay? So that's the subject that we're talking about. We're talking about statues. I'm gonna get to Wemby in just a minute, and I'm also gonna get to Giannis. I'm gonna save the best for last. But right now, we're talking about statues. Okay. Uh, Listen. I think what they need to do is each and every one, a representative for Kobe Bryant needs to let them know. Okay, hey, look, this is not what's up. But some people seem to have liked the statue. I know some guys that actually like the Kobe Bryant statue. Salute Kobe, deserves it. No, but that's not what we're saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the statue doesn't look good. I'm not. Of course, Kobe Bryant deserves a statue. Of course, D Wade deserves a statue, and AI too. But look at how they made the statue. That's what I'm saying. Like look at how it looks. That doesn't look like D Wade. Iverson, it looks somewhat like Iverson, but it was so small. The statue was like super small. You should get like like a bigger statue than that. Because he was one of the ones that led the team to the finals. Although they didn't get it done, but I mean, for what AI brought to that franchise, he brought a lot of marketing, he brought a lot of money, publicity, all of that. You got to do him a lot. You got to do him more justice than that. You got to do him straight more than that, man. Come on now, like that's not cool. And when it comes to D Wade, you could have had way more respect. Last time I checked, D Wade was the the first one to get you your title there. If it wasn't for D Wade, look, I know what some people are gonna say. Oh well, D Wade is this and D Wade is that. Look, we're we're talking about D Wade, the basketball player. Okay, I'm not talking about the person D Wade. Like I said, how you live your life, whatever decision that you make, that's on you. But I'm talking about D Wade, the player. I'm talking about '06 D Wade when he single handedly won that finals. Okay, he deserved way more credit than that, and was able to uh, bring a championship. Miami's first championship to South Beach. So I don't understand why you got a lot of people out. You got a lot of people out here that are actually, they're praising some of these statues. But then the reason why you're making it bad on him too is because now he's the butt of memes. Everybody's talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like they're actually disrespecting him, and it's a part of his legacy or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't like D Wade, that much, why would you why would you even put a statue like that up there? Like that's been dominating the headlines. It was way more dominant of a headline talking about how bad the statue looks rather than Kobe. Let's just get real. But yeah, man, man, that statue right there, man, that's like they're trash. And if you like D Wade and if you like Kobe, if you like Iverson and everything, which I do too. Yeah, I like them all. The basketball player. You know what I'm saying? I like D Wade as a person, man. Nah, like well, the decisions that he makes and stuff like that were questionable. And I didn't think honestly D Wade had it in him to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I can't even say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you look, life is gonna life anyway. Life is life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just wanted to get my spill on that statue subject real quick. But yeah, man, them statues are trash. I think that they need to go ahead and take those back. Whoever made those statues, because I'm pretty sure they're not the same. They're different guys that developed different statues or whatever. But whoever made that statue, man, oh man, whatever they paying him, I know it better not. It better not be lucrative because you sat up there. See, the thing about it is you should know how those guys look. That's one of the things about a statue is detail. Like you should know how the guy look. It's just like when you create a character on two when they create the characters on not the characters the players on 2K. They're more accurate with how the players look than that. What's up with it, Alex? Steph Curry, man. I'm gonna talk about Steph Curry right now, just a second, man. Steph Curry, man. Him and his ankles, man. I think, if I'm not mistaken, how long is Steph Curry gonna be out though? Cause he keep on rolling his ankle. He rolled his left ankle, man. What's up with it, Cottage? I see you in the building, bro. Make sure y'all go sub to Cottage. Also go sub to Stephen Green. Yeah, Thursday and Friday, man. See, man, that's he got to, it's always the ankles with Steph Curry, and let's just call it what it is, man. As much as I like Steph Curry, man, he's getting older too. You know, the Warriors are playing good basketball. Now I'm not ready to say that they're a championship team. I know some people have said that they're a championship squad, but I don't see that quite yet. Andrew Wiggins was saying that too. No, they don't. And um, RIP to the Mamba, but Mamba and KD, man, they got that started, man. When I was so disappointed in Kobe, man, when he started wearing them low cut shoes and stuff, man. I was so upset at him, man, because he went from the Hirachis where they cover up your ankle to wearing them, them. I think it was the Mamba lows, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, and I don't. You said I think players are done wearing the right shoes. Well, yeah, I mean, everybody wants to, look cool and stuff like that. But then when you mess your, man, listen, bro, man, some players are never gonna come back the same. And I'm talking about with a gruesome injury. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, rolling your ankle and all that. Okay, yeah, you could possibly recover depending on your age or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But also with that, man, if you keep rolling your ankle time and time again, your movement is not really gonna be it's not gonna be the same after a while. Especially you're gonna feel it in the change of the weather, especially as you get older. Hey, man, and don't forget to we falling back, man, and don't forget to set your clocks. But it used to be a time, man, where you really had to set your clocks. Now the cell phones do it for you. So yeah, we getting ready to fall back in a couple of days. Brown Sugar, what's up, baby? I see you in here. Hope you're doing okay. Just out here, just talking my ish right now. Salute to the Queen, Brown Sugar, in the building. But yeah, they not wearing the right shoes, and you could tear your ankle up. You could really mess up your whole leg. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what type, like you can mess up your Achilles. You know what I'm saying? You can mess up your calf. That's why a lot of guys be having calf strain. Just your whole leg, man. I mean your whole foot. Period. Um, but I know Steven had mentioned. He had mentioned Wembyama. Uh, Wembyama does need to. He needs to play more aggressive. Okay. He is going to have to assert himself on the offensive end. And like I said, I'm a Wemby fan. Okay, I want people to understand that. I'm riding for Wemby, but he does have to be more aggressive. Like Dallas was pretty much having his way with Wemby, and see he's gonna get a lot. He's gonna get a lot more of that, especially when it gets more physical. It reminds me because they're getting ready to play Houston, and see he struggled physicality wise. Uh, he struggled physicality wise with Houston and with Denver. I noticed that. They were all beating him up, especially with Denver. I remember with Denver, they were giving him so much hell. But he does have to assert himself on the low block. I had noticed that, but I can see he's trying to make an effort. Because I know he was working out with Hakeem. So yeah, Wemby does need to be more aggressive. Now, Steven, you're sitting there, you're saying, what more do I want? Um, we're gonna want a lot more from Wemby if they're telling you that, if they're telling us that he's gonna be the face of the league and stuff like that. The expectations um, they stack up once you go into each season as you get older. It's not like, okay, he's like LeBron and 40 years old and he's accomplished all that he's accomplished and stuff like that, and pretty much he's just adding to his resume. No, he's building his resume. And in order for you to build your resume, man, you have to meet those expectations. One of the expectations, and I know some people. You said, and Wemby is averaging 23 points per game in the first two games. Well, it's great, but he's gonna see. He's gonna have to get a little bit more aggressive. Like when he played against who was it that he played against? I forget who it was that they played against. I know they got Houston coming up, but the Mavericks. When he played against the Mavericks, when he played against Dallas, Derek Lively was. They were being so aggressive with him. You know what I'm saying? Derek Lively was having his way with him, and he was coming with all that energy and stuff, and they were actually moving him. He couldn't have his way. Now he was hitting the fall away and hitting the fade away and stuff like that, but he's gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna take some time, but like I said, he is going to have to be more aggressive than what he's been. Well, establishing and asserting himself down in that block area. But he's making the effort, calling for the ball and stuff like that. Like I would like to see him utilize that spin, that spin move, like the quick spin going to the baseline or whatever, and then using the rim as a shield and then coming right back up under. I would like to see him utilize that more. I mean, that's just my personal opinion, but no, he is playing. He is doing his thing. You could tell that he's coming back with more aggression. Now, I didn't put this in the chat. I didn't put this in the title, but I got to talk about this. I'm glad Brown Sugar is here because I do want to talk about this. Jason Tatum is playing like he got ice water in his veins. Jason Tatum has been 37 points, man. Like, just when they played Detroit champs, like I didn't make a valuable contribution to the Celtics championship, and he's playing with a chip on his shoulder, and I like it. And he's doing what Shaq told him to do, which is to play with a chip on his shoulder. This is what I wanted to see from Jason Tatum, and everybody called it right. All that trash that everybody was talking about with Jason Tatum, he's been way more efficient this year. And this is what a lot of people did not know, is that I think he had his elbow, I think it was on his shooting hand. His elbow was really messing with him. Now he done got that. He done got that fixed. He's been in the gym. I think he was doing 2-a-days. Just doing what is supposed to be done. And people are still going to talk trash about Jason Tatum. I'm not. I am critical of Jason Tatum, but I do appreciate Jason Tatum's game. Now he ain't no Kobe. Never has been and never will be. But Jason Tatum is coming back with vengeance. So what? You didn't get the Finals MVP. Okay, you just come back and get another one. But really, your chase should be more championships. That's what your chase should be. You should be more aggressive about championship. Finals MVP and win MVP. That'll come. It's just like right now with AD and how he's playing. Let your game come to you. Let your game speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? Move on. Let your game speak for itself. And that's what Jason Tatum is doing. And see, last season, in the finals, what people got to understand about Jason Tatum, really, honestly, he didn't play bad. Like, he might have not shot that good, but if we're going to go by that logic, check this out, right? The Clippers are 3-0 right now. James Harden is shooting 36%, and 36% altogether with the field goal, and he's shooting 19%. 19% for three. And he's averaging, I think it was 11 assists, and he's averaging 6, like close to 7 turnovers. But the Clippers are 3-0. You understand what I mean? So what I'm basically saying is that he might not be doing good, like scoring wise, and I'm talking about Jason Tatum. He might have not been doing good scoring wise in the championship, but he was still a plus in terms of overall plus and minus. And on top of that, he was getting rebounds, he was getting assists, he was playing good defense, getting blocks, being a playmaker and everything. So that's why, like, I don't understand why all these people were saying, "Oh man, Jason Tatum played horrible." Da, 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 da. No, he didn't. He just didn't shoot. He didn't shoot as good. He wasn't that efficient. But Jason Tatum is always, man. Jason Tatum, man, has struggled with his efficiency. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes Jason Tatum could be a shot jacker, but at the same time, you still gotta hold him in high regard in terms of being a scorer or whatever. And he continue to work it. He's continued to work. A lot of people got to realize, man, that he's just stepping into his prime. I think people forget that these guys ain't even 30 yet. So yeah, Jason Tatum, man, he's on a mission this year, and the Celtics are on a mission again. Uh, they're looking like, because they're taking even more threes this year. They're attempting more threes and they're shooting more threes. And I know I said, well, they're making more threes. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about the Celtics, but I thought I needed to throw that in there because I seen Brown Sugar in here, and we're talking basketball, but I had to show some love to Jason Tatum because I like the way he's been coming out real aggressive, letting people know, okay, I don't like what was done to me in the Olympics. I don't like the way that I played or maybe shot in the finals. I don't like the fact that maybe, hey, I should be in that MVP conversation. Probably a lot of things that he's trying to prove this year. Is Tatum better than Luka? Oh man, that's a tough one. Um, Woo, that's a tough one, and that's a good ass question. Individually, individually, I would have to go Luca. You know, um, you know what? Luca's a better Luca. Believe it or not, is more efficient. And I don't really, I hate to admit this, but he's more efficient than JT. But I think I have to give it overall to Jason Tatum because Jason Tatum can play better defense. Jason Tatum, of course, is more athletic, and to me, the way that he made his teammates better in the finals on a big stage like that, and not getting that many turnovers and stuff, that showed a lot for Jason Tatum. Now, some people gonna get in they feelings and they're gonna be like, "Oh man, but look what Luca did," and and all this other stuff. Hey, Luca is phenomenal. But this is what Luca tends to do sometimes, man. When the moment is really, really big, sometimes Luca can shoot you out of a ball game. Or what about if you need a defensive stop? Now he's getting better with defense this year. He is playing better defense and stuff. But overall, you got to go with Tatum. Plus, he got the ring. You know what I'm saying? He got the ring, and on top of that, he's been going to the Eastern Conference Finals and been going to you know deep in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Since they were young. So right now, you got to give a slight edge to Jason Tatum. But Luka is more efficient. He's more efficient. Of course, Luka gonna fill up a stat sheet sometimes, but Tatum was still filling up a stat sheet last season when it really mattered, and that was in the finals. So I got to give a slight edge to Tatum, and that's not taking anything away from Luka because Luka's a bad boy, but 8 turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Getting those James Harden like turnovers and stuff like that. That's not good. And on top of that, just like Jason Tatum can shot jack and stuff like that, Luka can do the same thing. He'll shoot you out of a ball game too. There'll be times and when he gets frustrated and stuff like that, Luka doesn't play well. Yeah, but like I said, man, it's not. They were both in the finals, so they were both in the finals. I mean, both Luka and Kyrie could have played better, but they're back this year. Now they got Klay Thompson. They got a good chance to come out of the West again with the addition of Klay Thompson. They got a good chance because you got to understand, Klay Thompson. That's another guy right there that you can't leave open. You can't leave Luka open. You can't leave Kyrie open, and you definitely can't leave Klay when he's red hot. You can't leave Klay open. Hell, even with all the injuries, that Klay's had and stuff like that, I'm still not leaving him open. And he's playing better defense this year. You could tell he's really been in the gym. He's working, and he's back healthy again. Now I got to talk about the Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks, man. It's time to have a conversation. First off, man, let me give a shout out to some of the brothers that have talked about this already. I want to give a shout out to Turon for TV. I saw him talking about the Milwaukee Bucks, and I also saw Brandon Love Sports. Shout out to Brandon. Definitely go sub to their channels. Listen, man. I told people about Doc Rivers. When I said that Doc Rivers should be in the front office, and he should do something, in the front office rather than coaching. A lot of people got offended by that. The Bucks, I think, are 0-2, if I'm not mistaken. And they took an L against Brooklyn. They took an L against the Bulls, and they took an L against Brooklyn. Which a lot of people feel like they should have beat those teams. Now, I understand it's early in the season. We shouldn't be hitting the panic button. But this is what I think it was Turod that put in perspective, and I like how he said this. Adrian Griffin, he shouldn't have never been fired. Okay, I've always said that Adrian Griffin didn't need to go. I think he was 30 and 13 or something like that. He shouldn't have never been fired, man. And then when Doc came, I think he was like, that last half of the season, he was like 13, no, 19 and 20, if I'm not mistaken. Like he wasn't even over 500 now. People did cut him some slack, you know what I'm saying, because he was dealing with a situation where everything was thrown on his plate. You got two superstars, two guys that are in the top 75 or whatnot that are trying to coexist with each other and play. What up with it, Angelo Bell? I see you in the building, bro. Hope you're doing all right, man. But you got two guys that are, they got to work together, and he's trying to work that thing out. So I did cut him some slack. I tried to cut him some slack or whatnot. But now this year you don't have any excuses because you've had a full off season to work with these guys to get better. Both of those guys are healthy, and now y'all are losing the teams that y'all should be running through. Now I'm not gonna take anything away from the Bulls and Brooklyn because they did play good that night. And whether these teams are not as good as some of the other teams, it's still the NBA, man. It's still the NBA, and we got to stop looking at it like that. Anybody can get got. But Giannis, and like I said, I'm a Giannis fan. Giannis has not really been playing to the level that he needs to be playing at. Like he's not playing hungry. It's like he's not like when he won the championship or whatnot. He should have that mentality like, okay, I want more. Regardless, if Dame don't win a championship, hell, hey, that's cool with me. But whether you like it or not, I'm still gonna go hard. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I need to see. I want to see him get another ring. I want to see him go for more. You know what I'm saying? Because um, then a lot of people are gonna say that you know sorry about that, y'all. A lot of people are gonna say that the title was a fluke. You know what I'm saying? They lucked up by getting that title and stuff. And I defended the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? I defended Giannis. But Giannis has to be more of that leader, man. Listen, man. I've always said this about Giannis. As much as I like Giannis as a player, I like what he stands for off the court too as well. He's got to be a better leader. You know what I'm saying? He's got to be a better leader. He leading by. He got to be more vocal and start holding guys more accountable. You might have to say some things that you don't really want to say. Now, you are seeing a totally different team without Drew Holiday. That's another thing too. Drew Holiday, when he was there, it kind of reminds me of what's going on, the situation in football, of what's going on with Dan Quinn and the Dallas Cowboys. It's like when Dan Quinn left, now you see the Cowboys just going downhill. But when he was there, you didn't appreciate him. And that's how I feel about Drew Holiday with the Bucks. When he went to Boston, guess what? He immediately made impact with Boston, and guess what? They were able to get over the hump. Y'all just needed that piece. Y'all needed, listen, the Boston Celtics, they just needed that piece. They needed that piece um, in order to win the championship, especially defensively. So, yeah, man, I don't know what Milwaukee is planning on doing. They but they got to get better, man. And as far as Dame Lillard, man, I've always said this about them. I've been saying this since last season. Everybody gets all upset with me, but I really don't care how you feel. You put Dame in a pick and roll situation, you're gonna destroy him because he's not a defender. Uh, Dame Lillard, man, he's been known to, you know, go on all these scoring outputs and stuff like that. But then once it's time for the playoffs and stuff like that, it ain't quite Dame time. You know what I'm saying? It's just not, and that's why a lot of people don't, they don't take you serious. Like you're talented, but you're not you're not the cream of the crop. You don't deserve to be in the top 75. You don't deserve to be in the top 75. You're a tremendous player, but you don't deserve to be in the top 75. We all know that. Everybody know damn well Dame Lillard don't deserve to be in the top 75. And hell, AD is trying to make his case that he at least deserves to be in the top 75. But a lot of people felt like, coming into this year that uh, AD didn't deserve to be in the top 75. Hold on one second. What do I think about what? Uh, Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, you asked me if do I think that Giannis is better than LeBron? Uh, Man, give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Is better than Giannis. Uh, for what LeBron has accomplished, yeah, so far, yeah. But um, I think overall, as a player, like what I like to see is Giannis because he can play both ends of the floor. But you got to give it to LeBron in this instance. Uh, you know, for what he's done. I hate to admit that, but Giannis is more of who I like. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's my bias going in there, but it's a tough one. You know what I'm saying? But Giannis does, to me, he does a lot more on both ends. Plus, I looked at it like this too. Giannis done won Defensive Player of the Year and MVP in the same season. LeBron ain't never did that. LeBron has never did that, man. But right now, Giannis got to get he got to get another championship, man. Just like Joker's got to get another championship. Until then, you can't keep putting these guys up there with, with all the greats. You can't. But I fuck with Giannis. I just want him to do better, man. I want him to do better. I like his mentality. I don't like what he did with Drew Holiday. Yep, he sure did. That was a phenomenal championship too. He beat a he beat a Suns team, man, that everybody thought that they were going to dominate the Bucks, but that didn't happen. That didn't happen. What's it called? Giannis was killing Aiden. It's like Aiden forgot how to play, and listen, I was rooting for Aiden. Seemed like once Aiden left Phoenix, his game went downhill. Well, really, after before he had left Phoenix, his game was already, because after when he started throwing tantrum, you know, it's like Aiden just fell off. DeAndre Aiden. Huh. Yeah, we got school pictures coming up too. But it's hard to get the kids, man, to do what they to take pictures, man. It's hard. It's not an easy job, man. But let me ride out though. I get it, y'all.